Wanderers, welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen Podcast, brought to you by K&J Insurance.
As we end 2024, our buddy Kyler Henry with K&J Insurance of Petersburg wants us to remind our avid listeners that insurance needs change year to year. When was the last time you heard from your insurance agent? If it's been a while, maybe it's time for a change. Kyler and the gang at K&J Insurance want to craft personalized insurance portfolios for you. Whether it's for personal insurance needs or your business, Kyler has you covered. Kyler also works in Medicare and life insurance needs. Don't roll over into 2025 with uncertainty about your insurance. Reach out to Kyler with K&J Insurance today.
The Wondering Dutchmen Podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana.
The Wondering Dutchmen Podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen Podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
Yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Wandering Dutchman Podcast, coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. I am Esquire, and I am joined here at the table by our friend, our buddy, and our colleague, the man with the mustache and leading the charge with the Orange Hat Brigade. It is our buddy, Big Mace.
Hey.
And sitting across from me with the rose-colored glasses, he's just tired because he was with a little travel and a little work, and he's tired. It is our buddy, Smoke Dragon.
Hello.
No turquoise turtle.
Gotta let it rest on the weekends.
Well, there you go. You got to do that. We are recording on a Saturday in real time here. And, fellas, we had a Wednesday show. We talked about the delicious turkey product from our friends over there at Merkley and Sons. And
And it's been sitting here for 3 days. Now we're going to eat it again.
We're going to keep eating it. Mr. Bojangles, I bet he'd like a slice of that.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
For those new to the show, Mr. Bojangles is the residential mouse that lives above us.
Not until Puffball and
P. Kitty.
P. Kitty.
Don't you think it's kind of problematic naming?
P. Kitty?
You know, like P. Diddy, but it's P. Kitty.
Yeah, and he's
Yikes.
gonna be.
A lot of scrutiny there.
Yeah, that's a tough spot.
And the kids thought it was funny.
Yeah,
I bet they did.
I bet they did. So, fellas, what are we looking forward to? Anything from Wednesday's show we need to clean up? Anything for the week ahead? What? Anything at all? I guess.
Basketball starts for the older boys, or my son Maxwell, and then Evelyn, the girls. They're going to get going hot and heavy here. Before you know it, we'll be right in the thick of it. Eleanor's been playing for a couple weeks now, with all that jazz. So yeah, basketball season's getting ready to fire up. Hunting season, we're in the thick of it. Thanksgiving's here. 40, probably 39 days now, I think, until Christmas or something like that.
Yeah,
or whatever.
we're probably getting somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I
before
imagine our neck is in that wood somewhere.
yeah, before you know it, it'll be ho time, and we'll all be celebrating our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ's birthday.
We really need
Anything-
to get on our 2025 swimsuit calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually made some contact with a photographer just the other day about it, and he said he's all in. So
Okay.
we'll just have to make that happen.
Yeah.
he's all in.
It's a male photographer
Oh,
with his wife. They're a team, so maybe we could arrange where it was just her, but whatever.
so
Okay.
have we decided who has which month?
Well, we all each get our birthday month.
So I get December.
I got September.
And I'm in February.
Yeah.
November's got to be the group for sure because that's our anniversary month.
Yeah.
And then we just alternate the other ones.
The other ones I think are just group ones.
Yeah.
All the other ones are group ones.
Oh, okay.
Bringing in the new year with the Dutchman. Then it's Casey's birthday. Then, bringing in spring with the Dutchman, and then, the Easter Bunny, and then we could probably do St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So
we'd find a leprechaun.
Yeah.
And then for April we'd find an Easter bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And
May
then
would be a lion and a lamb.
Or like a maypole. We could do a maypole dance.
Or an Indy car.
Yeah. Yeah, Indy car.
Is the maypole on with the little flowers?
The ribbons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely
We could do horses too, thoroughbreds, because of the first Saturday in May.
Yep.
We could cut more pieces of turkey too and eat it while we're talking.
Yeah. And then June, summer beach, like a beach.
Yeah.
July is obviously fireworks.
Yeah, big Patriots.
July, August,
Real big.
we could do a back to school photo.
Yep.
Or we could just get all slathered up like in sweat, hot.
Yeah, that's that time period. And then September is your birthday. And then October, Halloween.
Yeah.
And then we're back around.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just figured it all out.
Figured out, yeah.
We're pretty good at figuring shit out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We're really good at figuring
Love it
stuff
when
out.
plan comes together.
That's right.
Yeah, I do too. We are the resort is full decorating for Christmas. Tree lighting's a big deal up there. But guess what? We've had the Clydesdales up there this past week.
Yeah.
In real time, they've been here all week. So when you listen to this, they've been gone to wherever else they're going in a week. And
Now are they the real Anheuser-Busch?
yeah, they even bring the Dalmatians with them too.
Oh.
Yeah,
What about the wagon? The whole
it's
works.
there. Yeah,
Awesome.
they rolled in on 3 huge semis.
Oh, I bet.
And these guys are ginormous.
Is it the whole team of horses?
Oh, yeah. It's the whole kit caboodle.
Wow. That's cool.
And a lot of them are young, like 5 years and younger.
Huh. Have you ever been to Grant's Farm?
Have not been to Grant's Farm.
It's neat as shit, man.
Yeah.
They try to go
to
go to the stables and everything and watch them when they braid them roses in their manes and shit. It is neat as hell, man.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's really cool.
Oh,
I've been
Dave's a
couple
big
times.
horse guy.
Big horse guy.
Real
Big
big horse guy.
Well, one of the horses at the end there is male.
Yeah.
There's been a couple mornings where he's been a little frisky.
Oh.
And
Big old hog.
I tell you what, that really makes a guy feel small.
Big old hang down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I bet the head on that son bitch is as big as a pie pan. What you bet? Huh? Them are big, boys. I'm telling you.
You had one in your hand lately?
Well,
or
no,
what?
but I was like I said, I've been to Grant's Farm 200 times, and good God,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
a hog.
So whenever somebody says like a man's got a horse, there's no way.
Nah,
It's not even
comparable.
close.
Maybe a Shetland pony.
I say you wouldn't be able to walk straight for.
I'd say
a
that'd
week.
probably be comparable, like a well endowed human male to be stacked up against like a Shetland pony, like a small mini horse type.
Even
I don't
then,
know.
it could be
Hmm.
hard to
I
say.
don't know.
I don't know either. I've never really studied.
But yeah, they do the Dalmatians because the
Guess I've
Dalmatians.
never studied well endowed men.
Well, I mean, other than what you see those fine folks on the internet there, but fellers out there
Your
just
algorithm.
trying to get by.
Your algorithms messed up.
Yeah.
So, anything exciting coming up this next weekend? Anything on the books?
Mm-mm. Nope.
November seems like such a long month.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to try to maybe harvest my own Christmas tree. Like real, like
Clark Griswold shit.
make all the kids get in the buggy. I want to be able to buggy out there, and I want to saw down a Christmas
Where the hell
tree.
you gotta go get it?
He's going to trespass. Yeah, he's going to
I
trespass.
can't buggy anywhere.
Well, never mind. Turns out a Shetland pony cock is about as long as your forearm, so that ain't going to be comparable either.
Oh,
Sorry,
there we go.
I just had to clear that up. You
You need
can
to
come
clear
out,
that
were
search
worried.
history.
you can come out and cut a tree down at my place if you
Yeah.
want. I don't know if I've got any blue spruces or aspen pine, Norwegians or whatever you're looking.
Do you do a real Christmas tree usually?
But like 3 of them.
Well, one real one. The other ones are all artificial.
Okay.
Do you go real?
No, hell no.
Yeah, I'm allergic to them.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Would you get?
I can't even look at it. I can't even get it out of here.
You're still looking at a Shetland pony's.
The cock.
Yeah.
Trying to get it off here. I mean, like trying to.
Are you there? Huh?
Poor choice of words there.
Yeah.
Got himself a new career.
No,
Get it out of your mouth there, pal.
horse jacker. I'm not.
World class horse jacker.
I'm not a big fan of the real trees because of the mess.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a mess.
You know what I mean? Like with the needles falling off and whatnot.
Mhm. Well, we got that vinyl plank flooring, so it cleans up pretty easy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sweep.
I've wanted to try a real tree again because I like the idea of loading up. Like you said, you load up the buggy and you take everybody, you pick one out, bring it home. And then I realized it's a hell of a lot easier to just get the box out of the attic and put that some.
We don't even dick with a box anymore. Ours just comes in ours is in a bag.
Yeah, we trash bag ours.
Yeah, no, we bought
from the bottom up.
We actually bought
from the bottom up, so you can it folds itself up in there. And then
we actually bought a Christmas tree bag off of Amazon.
Makes sense.
If you bag it up right, you can leave the ornaments on there.
No.
You get a couple of them fall off, but for the most part, they stay on.
Oh, damn.
This guy's all about.
You got any Amazon? You got any ornaments that are like staples, like they 100% have to go on every year?
I mean,
regardless of the theme of the tree.
Yeah, we got the the.
Do you have a theme tree?
No, Weston. The Weston's room is believe he's got the Purdue tree. One of them's got a Harry Potter tree. Like the bedroom trees are themed to the room that it's.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You have each child has their own tree in their room.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that each kid has a tree in their own room?
Yeah.
Now we have a kid tree.
No, it's not a full size like 6-footer.
Yeah.
They're little.
God bless you, my son. Now, do they get it decorated how they want, or is it just like this year you drew the Harry Potter tree?
No. They generally they get to pick. So it's not like the tree's painted. There's just a bag that's not brown, but black and gold stuff. There's one that's Harry Potter stuff. And they just kind of pick through and do what they want.
Yeah, we just do one tree, and then this year we're going to do one in the garage.
Now, who was it given? Was it you with the white Christmas lights? Or no, that was Justin Love.
What's that?
Oh, I know we talked multicolor and white last year. But Jenna, she didn't realize it already scheduled and signed, and committed to Lights by Logan. And she was like, well, we still need to decide if we're doing multicolor or white, right? I said, no, we're doing the multicolor. But she wanted white lights. And Justin Love got on in there that it needs to be white lights. Because the reason the lights were white is because when they first started doing them, it was to mimic the glistening snow in the moonlight to help Santa, know where to go. And the moon's not, multicolored.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, apparently that's what I heard.
I'll be damned. Well, then how the hell did they even come up with multicolored lights?
Well,
because white lights are dumb.
Inclusion.
Yeah, white lights are dumb. I know. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Janelle's a big white light person on
the tree.
The tree. And we always did a mix. We do color and white lights.
Yeah.
We're not going to win that battle.
We alternate, at home when I was younger, we alternated quite a bit between whether it was going to be a white light tree or a colored light tree. And we would just, there was no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of how everybody was feeling the day we decorated.
Yeah.
AI says that multicolor lights came first for electric lights in 1882 by Edward Johnson.
Sounds like that old boy down the road's full of shit.
But this one says the very first electric Christmas lights were white. Oh, and blue and red. Yeah, I'd say they were
I'll be damned.
multicolored.
That would be. Anyways, hey, speaking of lights, that little introduction was brought to you by Lights by Logan. Christmas is getting here quickly. Make sure you give Logan a call. Christmas is next month. But everyone knows you don't wait until the last minute to put Christmas lights up or get the holiday decorations in the yard. That is where Lights by Logan comes in. He takes care of all of it, putting up, taking down, and you get to just enjoy the creation. Time slots are booking up fast for the upcoming holiday season, so don't wait. Be the envy on your block. Be the Clark Griswold of the neighborhood. Whatever you do, don't wait to call Logan. He's getting busy, and like Santa, won't slow down until December 26th. All right, big fella, we got.
Well, I was thinking about this second one or the first one today, and I says my topic writes Jesus.
Take the wheel.
Why does every headlight seem like it's on bright? Do I just not drive at night enough anymore?
You know,
And I think I notice it more now because of the time change, of course, but it just seems like every cotton picking car that I pass in the dark seems like they have their lights on bright. Like I have literally bright lighted more people in this. What is that? Is that him?
Yeah, he's snoring.
Or is that the dog outside?
No, I don't think it is.
I'll be goddamn. But I just seem like I've just there's a lot of really, really bright lights on cars these days. And I can't take
It's
it.
tough.
I hate it.
No,
It's
I
tough.
get flashed a lot after putting a leveling kit on. I need to
Yes.
adjust my headlights
Yes.
down. So that could be some of it. But I think in your vehicle you wouldn't notice.
No, I don't have that. But I'm the one doing the
That's what
flashing.
I'm saying. You wouldn't notice mine because you sit higher.
Yeah.
But like if I get behind a Corolla,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're right in there.
But I think so. Every day, so it's me and another fella that kind of travel to work at the same general time, and we see the same car about the same spot every single day.
Uh-huh.
And it's like he always asks me, he's like, "Them son bitches got to be on bright," and I said, "I know, but I have bright lighted the shit out of them people." 3 out of the 5 days of the week, I will just
give me a flash
the shit out of them, and they don't move, change, nothing.
I'm real surprised we still have as many traditional, the traditional normal halogens.
Halogen,
Yeah.
Because I remember back in high school, the HID headlights and the True Blues or Cool Blues or something were coming out. And then, you get into the LEDs and projector lenses. And I guess I would have thought in that 20-year span or whatever that surely by now they'd have just got rid of the halogens altogether.
Did you ever have anybody do the angel eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where you had to like put them in the oven and do all that shit.
Nope. I thought you meant where they just got a ring around the. Thought you just meant where you had.
No, it was a it was a process. Like when you bought these headlights, like you had to like prep them. You had to like prep them to.
So you had to bake the light?
Yeah, like you had to like bake your headlights or some shit. I don't know. Some guy
You
had
weren't ever supposed to touch them. You had to wear like gloves.
yeah.
Because of
Right.
the oil on your fingers.
Because of the oil would.
Yeah.
would,
Now, remember, did you guys just a couple years younger, but geographically a different spot here. Did you guys all have the snake eyes or cat eyes or something they called them in the windshield wipers? The windshield wiper squirters, the little light bulb.
No,
I can't
Did
say
you
that I
do
did.
that.
Oh hell yeah! Well, the Ranger had a single sprayer for both sides of the windshield.
Dog
so I just
pisser.
drilled holes in the hood to put mine.
Oh boy. Yeah, you did.
That's
Old
the least
Danger
surprising
Ranger.
thing ever.
I think it wasn't me, but it was probably more so on my brother. in his era where they were doing these like the HID lights that had these big nasty capacitors and all this shit that they had to hook up and all this dumb shit. And like when you flipped them on, they were like kind of dim, and then they needed a minute to like warm up and stuff like that. I going back to that whole leveling kit thing, I almost was assaulted with a hammer by a man at a gas station in Oakland City on our way to work one day because he thought I was following him too close. But turns out I had a leveling kit on the old White Rocket, and it must have been just blowing his brains out because he did not. He was not happy when we pulled into the old BP down there to get a can of chew because he literally came out of his car with a hammer, and he was like, "I'm gonna knock them fucking headlights out, you son of a bitch," and all this stuff. And I was like, "Okay." And then I got out of the car or the truck, and then I'm not saying this because I'm kind of maybe tooting my own horn or anything, but like once he's seen the size of me. Like he just got back in his car and left. It was kind of weird.
When you talk about that, if you're going to get out of the car, that's kind of like pulling a knife at a gunfight.
Yeah.
Like you're committed at that point.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to get out of the car and you're going to bring a hammer and you're going to yell expletives and threaten.
Yeah.
Then you better be ready to rock.
I'm pretty sure if you get out of a vehicle and threaten somebody with a hammer, you're probably within your full legal right in Indiana with the castle law to run them over with your vehiel.
Yeah. Or to gun them down with some sort.
Just put two in their chest.
Some sort of firearm. Yeah. I don't know if that's right. Probably not. But
carjacking is in Indiana is all you need to.
Well, it's major felony.
Yeah.
What is the? Do you guys have trouble driving at night with headlights?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
You? Yeah, it is. And I've got a slight astigmatism.
And I think that's my issue because I have a hell of a astigmatism.
Oh, yeah, then you're definitely getting
because
dicked there.
Because it was the
pony style.
The
world class
pony dicker.
Not necessarily like the lines, the star bright lines that you get when they just seem bright as shit.
Yeah.
Well, in some of these new vehicles, they have an LED light bar almost surrounding the light.
Yes.
And then the light, and then the bright, and you're like,
what about the new cars that have those auto dimming features?
Now, my Buick in my 2001 Park Avenue I had.
Yeah.
You could just turn the brights on and roll because it would know if headlights are coming and it would auto dim.
So that's how my mom's van, the spaceship that we took to Indy, that's how it was, and I hated it. I turned that shit off.
Janelle's Lady Tank's got that feature, and you just kind of turn it off because it's just.
I don't know. I was just driving, since the time change and everything like that, driving the kids.
Now, I'll tell you something that's improved my night vision.
Carrots?
No. Quitting smoking. Like if you're a heavy smoker.
I'll be damned. Oh, because the film?
Yeah. That was awful. Like you get to where the sun would hit the windshield.
I knew a girl that I know very well that used to have that smoker film on her car. But ever since she's put the stank sticks down and switched over to the vapist route.
Little douche flute.
Yeah, there's no film.
We had, there was a girl in law school. We tied one off one night. That's it. Our group tied one off.
A bear in this place, or some sort of rabid raccoon.
Go get your CPAP real quick.
Oh, Jesus.
But anyway, she
Yucky.
She was sober driver for the night, and she said, "I'll get everybody home." And I sat in the front seat, and
Go on.
What was that?
I sat in the front seat. And I told her, I was like, is your windows not defrosting? And about that time, she struck one up, and I was like, oh, that's what it is. But she ripped darts in the car.
Oh, yeah, ripping darts.
And now did y'all ever have the neon lights in the vehicle?
Like the titty lights?
Like, they go with the music.
No.
Oh, man, I had a red
now,
one in the range.
I do know that you could take your dome lights. I knew dudes that
they would take colored lights in.
They would take their dome lights out and put different bulbs.
What about lit up shift knobs?
No.
We were big neon light people in Richmond.
Is
neon
that right?
Light ship.
Was there a lot of Amish people around there?
Not north of there. They didn't really.
How
come
far
down.
from there is like Shipshawana?
Oh, it's about an hour.
There's a lot of Amish in Shipshawana.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got I feel like the Amish community in Wayne County is very similar to what goes on in Dubois County. Like maybe a little bit in the northern outskirts, but most of it's the next county up.
Right. Huh. No, we didn't. I mean, other than, you did the lights, we did like light fog lights and stuff like that, but
Well,
no.
now they got those like LED underbody.
No, we had neon
the
underbody. I didn't
underglow.
have any.
The old
underglows,
underglow.
but people did.
Yeah, I knew this guy was real big in underglow or whatever. He really liked that.
I
Yeah.
I think I put some. Maybe I was just gathering them. I was trying to get some, like the clearance lights for the roof.
Yeah.
I was getting those for the
Oh.
wheel wells stacked up. That's what I was going to do. My underglow was just amber clearance lights.
Wow.
I was just picking them up here, here, there, and yonder.
But what
Big AutoZone guy were you?
My buddy, it was AutoZone then.
Okay. Did you ever use like stick-on louvers or anything like that?
No stick-on louvers.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Now, where would you stand on CB antennas? Did you run the Fire Stick or did you run the Magnet Mount Little Will?
I ran the Little Will on mine.
Yeah.
I wanted the dual fire stick.
I had dual Fire Sticks.
But I think I'm going to get those for the truck I got now. I got the CB out the other day, the old Cobra 40 over there.
You're going to run Fire Sticks on your truck that you have now?
I think so.
In between the camper show?
I'm going to put them on the mirrors.
This is mess.
This is not good.
So here's what. Are we done talking about lights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The death of music eras. So we had KC and the Sunshine Band up at the resort not too long ago. And as he was doing his disco era thing, I began to wonder. And I thought, when these artists die, that era of music dies with them. There's nobody doing disco anymore.
Right. I don't think that's because disco singers died. I think they gave up on it.
Because it
was dumb.
sucked.
Oh, okay.
Do you think?
Like, wasn't
Well-
Sonny and Cher kind of disco for a while?
Maybe a little bit.
Like,
But I was
Cher's
just-
still alive.
But it's just like that era of Southern
Oh, yeah.
rock. That era of Southern rock is Skinner and,
But I think they're
bands like
still
that.
alive and well, even though they're
Well, everybody said that about Nickelback, how they sold out to kind of modify their genre to go with the mainstream shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. I was just thinking about those guys that you tie to a certain era of music.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, like nobody sings like the Beach Boys anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, nobody sings like Casey and the Sunshine Band anymore
except for KC and the Sunshine Band.
that are still alive.
Yeah.
right?
But I was just thinking about how that, and then I was thinking about the historical perspective of what will like these future generations eras of music be, because it's not, how long until classic rock's overdone being classic rock? Like,
Mm.
it's different. I
Well-
guess I was just thinking of eras of music, those individuals that were big in those eras of music, and as they die off,
Yeah.
that closes the chapter on that era.
Right, but I mean, I still think with what we talked about, Dave's last week, or Wednesday, we talked about the endless supply of music on your phone. I
Yeah.
don't think those eras will really ever die. I just don't think the popularity of those eras will be the same as those musicians start to die off. Does that
Well,
make
but
sense?
you have to have people getting into the music as well.
Right.
And that's like the Indiana Square Dancing Association
Oh.
was up at the resort.
Oh.
I bet there wasn't many people there for that.
Bingo. And that's the thing. Like, how many
All
people?
9 of them.
How many people square dance anymore?
I watched a couple of them there just the other weekend. We watched some folks line dance. Yeah, like
Square dance.
okay.
Not line dance where they call it. Somebody's calling it.
Yeah.
Grab your partner, swing her around, double dipping, down we go. Like it's a real
do-si-do, like a square dance.
That's exactly the word he used.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen a square dance.
Have you ever seen
life.
the movie? In person, you mean?
Yeah, in real life.
I've seen it mostly on the movie Son-in-Law.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Well,
be
like
damned.
they've
Great-
come to the
great
resort.
flick.
They've
Great
come to the resort the last few years, and they outfits
Yeah.
like they get all like it's a real deal.
What's the age range there?
It's a little bit older crowd.
Yeah.
Older crowd. But that's what they said. It's tough because it's
Broken
it's
hips
something
is a big problem.
people don't get into,
Mm.
and that's kind of the eras of music. I mean, who's hearing Casey and the Sunshine Band for the first time? Like, oh my god, I dig this guy's shit.
I love those videos on Netflix. Nope, on YouTube.
There you go.
There you go.
Those videos on YouTube or TikTok where you see like younger kids
Uh-huh.
and they'll play Nirvana or they'll play whatever the stuff that came out in the 90s, like when we were kids, and they have no idea, never heard of it, but they've never heard a solid note of it.
Yeah.
And I think to me that's just mind-blowing to
Yeah.
me.
I'm a big fan of bluegrass. I like to really get into some old bluegrass.
Picking and getting.
Mhm.
But there's still lots of people doing that these days.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Different
coming
group
back
of
more.
folks.
Well, Billy Strings.
Oh
Look at
my
Billy
God!
Strings.
Yeah, I always
Yeah,
forget
the
about
tie dye
them.
wearing, like your traditional hippies that you would think that would be following the Grateful
Well, no,
Dead.
they've been there a long time because that's how Bean Blossom was a big old hippie fest
Yeah,
down there.
but did they listen to what kind of music did they listen to?
Bluegrass.
Really?
Bean Blossom is a bluegrass festival. And that's what started the boogie. It used to be the same thing for a short while, and then it got a little out of hand. So
They moved it to a different spot.
So
So-
Lawrence County.
I never knew that there was such a tie dye hemp
mhm.
glass mushroom pendant wearing
Oh yeah.
necklace, like bluegrass following. I never knew that.
You know, Jerry Garcia actually sang a lot of bluegrass music.
No shit. No, I would never knew that. I just thought that the hippies were more into the 70s flower child movement, you know what I mean? Whereas it was the peace and love and all that Woodstocky type stuff.
Yeah.
But then whenever you go and, I mean, you listen to I've never been to the Rump, but I'd love to go to the Rump.
Oh yeah, I want to go back to that.
And but if you see some of these other bluegrass fests and you watch them on YouTube, hell, they're all freaking,
Hippies.
yeah, patchouli wearing shoegazers. Like they're all that way. Yeah, they just look at their feet when they're dancing.
Jerry Garcia and David Grisham was the bluegrass stuff. Real good. They had an album, Shady Pines, I think it was, or some of that nature. It was,
I like the old school southerny type bluegrass though, like the Earl Scruggs and the stuff like
So
that.
you like the heavy mandolin
more
bluegrass?
banjo-y,
banjo, yeah,
banjo-y type stuff, yeah.
Yep, like the Newsboy. That's a good one.
Picking and a grinning type
Fox
stuff.
on the Run, maybe.
Foggy
Footprints
Mountain,
in the
Foggy
Snow.
Mountain
Oh,
Breakdown.
that's a good one right there.
Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
That was probably my biggest heartbreak of the CD collection I had stolen in high school was the Time Life Treasury of Bluegrass Classics.
Oh,
That and all my Roy D. Mercer albums.
how
and then
big
the
a
Garth
boy are
Brooks
you?
Double Live.
Huh.
stolen from the Ranger Danger?
Mm.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Well, had to be somebody I knew because they knew they found I had a very unique place to hide the faceplate to my CD player.
Uh-huh.
It was gone. Only a few people knew that.
A removable faceplate radio. Man, I had
After
one
my
too.
first stereo my first stereo, they broke into my truck in front of the house and stole the radio out of there. So then I got a new one.
In Richmond?
Oh yeah. Yeah, bunch of
Pretty rough up there, huh?
well, rougher than here, I
Oh,
guess.
damn.
Yeah.
But so the second one, I got a removable faceplate, and I kind of dug out a spot in the foam of the seat
Oh.
so I could put it in the case and wedge it up in there, and you wouldn't know it was there.
So it had to be somebody that had.
Just somebody that knew me. Yeah.
Do we want to investigate this?
I'm pretty sure that not a statutory statute of limitations is passed on the car thievery. That'd have been back in circa 2002.
Yeah, but some things are about principle, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big about principle.
If there's some heads needed busted, then we're finna bust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that second one, I left it at work to sneak off to the Triangle. Told my mom I was staying at a buddy's house local, and she got a call from the fuzz when the managers got in the morning, seen the glass all over the parking lot with my truck. Parked it right on the side of the highway under a street light. See suckers still smash the glass. I even left the doors unlocked after that first one. I never locked the cops.
A guy that I rode to work with, we'd park down here by old brother Love's down here at the junction and on that pull off there.
Mm-hmm.
We met there one time, and he had some subs in the back, and they busted the window out of his and stole it.
Mm-hmm.
I had it.
There was somebody parked by the interstate that Jenna worked with
Oh,
that had the
yeah.
whole ass motor stole out of the car while it was
What?
sitting out
Oh man.
The motor?
Mm-hmm.
I remember they busted the back glass out of one of them.
No, the lady got in her vehicle and walked up to it and thought, well, the hood looks like it's funny. So it was popped open. She went to start her, so she just pushed it down, shut it, went to start, nothing happened. She went and looked in
boy.
there. I don't think they took the whole block and everything, but they stripped everything off the motor down to the engine compartment. And took
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I think there's a cop that lives right there too. Maybe that wasn't the case then. Though.
we had at college it'd come in like strings. They'd hit you and then they'd be gone for a while.
Well, you're down there by Riverside. Some of that stuff was
Yeah.
pretty rough.
And we had the guy, they stole the CD player. They were pros at it because when I got into the truck, the steering wheel was pulled down and they had popped because they took the whole thing out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they took my change cup, like in like the cigarette ashtray, but I had a washer, like a wooden nickel kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and like a little mini cross, and they had put that stuff back. So they had gone through and looked at the change, put it back, and then I didn't have anything else in it. But I'm just
The
glad.
sentimental stuff.
I'm just glad they didn't bust the windows because they could pop my locks on it, and so
They
away they went.
I got my truck got stolen. My truck got robbed in Huntingburg, and they stole my lunchbox from work. Like they stole my whole ass lunchbox and a rain jacket and of course a pistol. But but like just a bunch of random shit, like
That one's tough.
what the hell?
Tough to do.
Nobby's truck got stolen out of his parents' driveway one time.
That's wild.
Like this, and they live out there on just randomly out there on the highway, and just stole his pickup, went out and mudded the shit out of it, run a whole tank of gas out of it, and parked it over on Van Buren Street in Huntingburg.
That's wild.
Yep.
Crazy.
He called
kids.
me. Well, he called me that day, and he said, "Hey,
You take my truck.
did you by chance take my truck or anything weird?" And I'm like, "No." Why? He goes, "'Cause it's gone." And I was like, "What?" And yeah, come to find out, the guy. There was a car up the road by Brother Cody's house that had been robbed and run out of gas there, and he walked from down there by Brother Cody's mom and dad's, walked from there up to Maple Grove, went up to the next place, which was where Nobby grew up, and they robbed his truck and then took it rest on into town.
They'd walked far enough.
Yeah, they were
Had enough of
done
that
with
bullshit.
it. Yeah.
Hey, it's time for a quick little break, though, and it's the Pause for the Cause brought to you by Velpen Disposal.
Velpen Disposal is proud to sponsor this Pause for the Cause, which do that right now. Push pause. Look around your house, your garage, your barn, or wherever it is you've squirreled away stuff you won't use. Velpen Disposal wants to remind you that before you add new stuff from Christmas, now is the time to clean out old stuff. Fall cleanup days are here, and don't wait. Velpen Disposal has plenty of roll-off dumpster options for you.
All right, Smoke Dragon, what you got, buddy?
Well, this topic's a little bit dated now, but it's still going to hold the water it would have. But a few weeks ago now, Went over for breakfast to a neighbor's house on a Saturday morning. Kids had stuff going on. Big one was hunting. Little one was at basketball with mom, and me and the middle one went over to. You know what? Strike that. Little one was me. Middle one was at basketball. Oldest one was hunting. Went over to the neighbor's house for breakfast, though, is what I'm driving at here. No intention for the day other than going there to breakfast, drinking some coffee. Next thing you know, we're cutting wood. We're splitting wood. The next thing you know, we find Brother Mace here needs some wood cut and split, so we load up in buggies and we head over there and we cut wood and split wood. And later that same day, we ended up putting turn signals and horns on a buggy, and none of it was planned. It was just going to be a low-key, lazy day, and ended up being a real productive day. And for some reason, I just love a day where you didn't think you're going to do anything. Now, I don't like being told to do anything, but when it just turns into like we ought to
Kind of got the flow, got it going.
Yep. I remember thinking, man, that was a fine damn day. Like I woke up, next thing you know, I was pretty beat. I ended up running off Brother Mace and his kids. He's like, you want to go for a buggy ride? I'm like, nope, going to bed. But so I was shot. But that was a real good damn day.
Mm-hmm. Accidental productivity. What a great way to spend a Saturday.
Yeah.
I did. I got brownie points because I got a bunch of firewood stacked up and split and a bunch of shit cleaned up out of the yard, and had it, got shit ready for the poker run, fire, got stuff ready for here, moving the table around, just got brought my side by side in, and I thought, hey, I got a turn signal kit. You want to throw it in? Yeah, let's do it. One thing led to another, and it was wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But yeah, those days are pretty nice. I do enjoy those. I think I struggle with that a lot more, like the accidental productivity, because I have of ADD real bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'll just get a wild hair up my ass, and usually I'll start something and get about halfway through it and then just quit.
Yeah, I got a lot of that.
Yeah, like I really struggle with that. But yeah, whenever you can lock in and get something done and like just stay on it until it's done, and you really didn't plan on doing it to start with, like that's pretty cool.
That is nice. I think fine if you start your day right. Like your day started right with a little bit of breakfast, and then it just kind of you eased into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You didn't jump into something crazy. Nothing too strenuous early.
Yeah.
But you just kind of eased into it.
I think it has a lot to do with if you enjoy what you're going to do.
I was going to say that too, because it wasn't like I was, like
mopping the floors,
putting new wax rings in the shitter or something. Like I always hate doing that, but it was and it was social still. It was still like a social thing.
Yeah.
Chores are always better if you got somebody to bullshit
Well,
with.
It's the sense of community when you do that. It's your village.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one that I took the time at the end of that day after I run you and your youngsters off. I went inside, and it was the first time in a while I just kicked back in the recliner. Kicked my boots off, kicked back in the recliner, and damn, that was a good damn day. And it was just a real fine day, and so much that I put it in my notes for something to talk.
And it's kind of nice when you can reflect back on it and say it was a good one.
Yeah. Sometimes it seems like you got a shit day, so you try to make up for it by having a good night, and then by the time you call it a night, it's too late to do any good reflecting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
a good one. That's all. I mean, it's not like a real, it's not a well topic. It's not real deep.
It's something we've all experienced, though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not real deep, but I mean,
It'll do.
I like it. It was a great day, man.
Yeah.
We should have more of those. You got any firewood split, just let us know and make sure you get us breakfast first.
Yeah. Feed them
Breakfast, coffee, have a log splitter on hand.
Yeah.
and put them to work.
That's right.
Hey, it is time for Brado's 3 Big Things, brought to you by Merkley and Sons. Don't look at the calendar now, but we are in November. That means when the 4th Thursday of the month rolls around, we are giving thanks for friends, family, Bradley and John Boy, Merkley and Sons, and us, the Wondering Dutchmen Podcast. Well, maybe not us, but definitely friends, family, Bradley and John Boy, and of course, Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. Don't wait to start planning your Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, turkey may be the tradition, but that doesn't mean you can't stop and see the fellas at the shop before the big day. Heck, maybe instead of dried turkey, you sink your teeth into a medium rare ribeye cooked to perfection on Thanksgiving Day. All right, fellas, here we go. First one. Have you heard of the 4B movement? No marriage, no childbirth, no dating, and no sex with men. Since Donald Trump won the U.S. presidential election, there has been a surge of interest among young liberal women in a feminist ideology with roots in South Korea.
No.
Now, hold on. I didn't get 4 B's out of that.
I don't know what the 4B...
4B as in Brad?
Yeah.
All right. Run me through them slowly.
No marriage, no childbirth, no dating, and no sex with men.
No sex, no dating, no babies, no marriage. The 4B movement.
So babies is a B.
Mm-hmm.
Sex with men, that could be boning.
Banging.
That'd be a B.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage.
Bells.
Brides, bells. And then the first one, what was the other one? What were we missing here?
No dating.
Dating. Bow. Courtship. That's a C. Trying to figure out why they're B's. Okay, well, that's fine. No boning, no boys, no babies, and no
brides. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I had seen something about this.
First I've heard
and
of
didn't realize. I mean, I didn't read the article, but I skimmed, and it was started in South Korea. I think of what I did read in my skimming was basically the male chauvinistic South Korean.
Guys, you know why it's B?
No,
because it's in Korean.
Oh.
Korean are like I don't even know how to say
4B or 4 no's.
Bisiku Bishikla Bayona.
I don't
I don't know how to say these words, but that's what the 4 core tenets of the 4B movement are: no sex, which Korean is this B word, no giving birth, which is another B word, no dating is another B word, and no marriage with men is another B word.
Oh.
So that's where it's derivatives from the 4Bs. Are these the same women that are shaving their heads?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it is.
That's a wild deal.
Biseksu. Bishuslan.
There you go.
Bionye.
Beyonce?
Bihon. See? You got it now.
Bihon is marriage. Bishulan is childbirth. Biseku. I shouldn't do that.
That's good. It's better than his.
Yeah.
I ain't Bihon. Prune candy.
Was music really better when you were younger?
Prune
Generations of music lovers claim music was much better when they were younger. Experts explain why the music of a person's youth has such a powerful hold. The Dutchmen are music lovers, so I thought this would pique your interest. Comments from the article state your music preference peaks ranging from the years of 19 to 23, and during those years, we are developing so much of who we are, and we get attached to the music.
Yep. I 1,000% agree.
You know, but I feel like I've grown steadily. I mean, I've never grown away from music I liked. Very much of it. I used to like Jason Aldean when he first came out, but now I think he's a tool bag.
God.
Really? Yeah, like when the very first album he came out with. But most of them I still like, I think. But I mean, I add more.
Can I make a bold statement about Jason Aldean?
Please.
Can I tell you somebody that I hate equally as much?
Luke Bryan.
And Brantley Gilbert.
Yeah, I get into a little bit of Brantley Gilbert.
Do you really?
He's a Jelly Roll guy.
He's got some songs he does with old brother Jelly Roll.
No, but supposedly they were in jail together.
Really?
Yeah, well, I saw a clip on social
Brantley
media.
Gilbert never went to jail, did he?
I mean, he might have been in the drunk tank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You may have to check that. Fact check that. Not for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think your palate gets a little bit more refined as you age, and thus
You
changes.
think so?
some things.
Well, actually, I've expanded my music repertoire. Arrested once in the Nashville International Airport, but probably
For
not.
what? Doing blowing a dude in the bathroom?
Probably doing blow off a dude's dick in the bathroom.
There we go. Bitcoin on the rise. Bitcoin on Sunday hit a new record above 80,000.
I
Wow.
believe it actually hit
The
9.
world's largest cryptocurrency is up 80% this year, dwarfing the S&P 500. Still electric, 25.7% gain in 2024.
I wish I would have bought
The
one.
crypto industry believes Donald Trump's presidential victory is a bullish sign for Bitcoin and other digital currencies. From Brado, I'll be honest with you, Dutchman. I still have no idea what the heck Bitcoin is, and I've never really met anyone who could properly explain to me. Dutchman, help, please.
That's Dave's department.
Yeah, not ours. Not me.
It's a cryptocurrency, right? So,
What's he asking? Like, what is the root of the question? How it works?
Well, just
really
what
what
is
it is.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, that's not something that's a quick end of the show topic. I mean,
That could be a pretty steady conversation.
really just buying a, it's an alphanumeric, type of code there. And
Here we
there
go.
can only be one of them, and so that gives it value because
Highlander.
there's only one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Highlander.
Yeah. That was a good explanation, Dave.
Yeah, well, not my best. But
Yeah. Hey, it's time to go ahead and take one more trip around the table.
here we go.
And it is brought to you by our buddies over there at Dubois County Tire and Supply.
As we get into the colder winter months, it's time to start thinking about the tread on your tires. That is where our friends at Dubois County Tire and Supply come in. They proudly sell Mastercraft tires for your automobile. And let me just say, Esquire's got a set on the old Polar Bear, and they are great. It's not only Mastercraft tires at Dubois County Tire and Supply, but they do alignments, suspension work, oil changes, coolant system flushes, transmission services, battery checks, and fuel system cleanups. Get your vehicle running right before you are stranded out in the cold.
All right, Smoke Dragon.
Well, we're at the holly jolly part of the GD year, don't you know? You're going to be around the family here when this comes out. You're going to be coming up on Thanksgiving. Then you need to be getting that Christmas tree out. You need to be getting your lights up. It took me 2 years of just not doing it to realize I'm going to have to pay somebody to do it. Now I'm so freaking amped up. I'm going to have them multicolor lights out there. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up adding my own lights, I bet, as things go on because, I'll have that jump. My old man used to spend weeks working on his Christmas light, building reindeer out of sawhorses and chicken wire.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Wow, I wish I could find a picture. And I don't know. It's just my favorite time of year.
I do too. I like it.
I found I spent some time this year at some different flea market type things and sales, picking up some good old classic Christmas albums.
Yeah.
With the old vinyl in there.
Ooh.
Good grief. It's going to be a hot chocolate and country Christmas album spinning kind of winter.
Smoker Hill's going to be rocking.
Hell yeah.
Big fella, what about you?
Well, I don't really have anything, so
Hell yeah.
can't wait to make a turkey sandwich out of a slice or two of that there thing that I've been gnawing on all evening. Keep your stick on the ice, and happy holidays.
Big thank you to K&J Insurance, Lights by Logan, Velpen Disposal, Merkley & Sons, and Dubois County Tire and Supply. Nothing earth-shattering or profound from me getting upon my favorite holiday. I love Thanksgiving. It's not about eating. It's about just friends and family getting together, taking a little time. And probably one of my favorite nights of the year is the night before Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving Eve. It is a perfect time to get together
Play pool with your shirt off.
Play pool with your shirt off. Let your hair down a little bit. And just have a hell of a night.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
And with that, we've come to the end. And we'll see you next time.
Dutchman out.